Hi, I'm Rob, MD of Channel Factory UK, and I'm with Lisa from Digilearning.
Chief Troublemaker.
Chief Troublemaker. Hi Lisa, how are you?
Oh, I'm very well, Rob. How are you at this amazing event?
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So many people here.
Yeah.
And obviously I think some of the most important people is yourself.
Yeah. Well, our young people.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we brought 20 young people along to MadFest.
And what did they think about it?
Well, they're really excited to be part of it because, like we know, when you're from marginalised, underserved communities, you don't really get to experience industry events like this. I mean, actually, most people don't get to experience such amazing events like this.
Yeah.
So I think to bring them here, to see all the different organisations and just to see the flavour of different roles, and also they can't believe how phenomenal the people are. You know, there's good people in our industry.
Yeah, there is.
There's brilliant people in our industry, so it's great for them.
So, Lisa, tell me about Digilearning, and tell me about the project you're currently doing.
Yeah.
And give the audience here like some background to what you do.
Yes, so Digilearning, we are a UK registered charity. We are international as well, so we've got about 80% in the UK. The rest of our young people are from Nigeria, Barbados, Jamaica, Trinidad Tobago, USA, Spain, France. We are an inclusive charity. We have 2 key programs. We take our young people through 3 levels. First level self-development, because when you come from an underserved community, marginalised community, sometimes you haven't got adults around you to be able to guide you. When I was a young person, I didn't have an adult to lean on and just ask questions. So first level self-development, public speaking, what's your vision, what do you want to do in life? Second level's about business. So for example, we would have a Channel Factory do a workshop and get the kids to deliver on a live brief. Or we'd have someone like the Financial Times, they do two-day workshop. One day would be about the publishing space and how it's evolved. Next day would be about the kids interviewing C-suites, really exciting for the young people. And then level 3 is about either getting a job or setting up a business. And in level 2 also, they get matched with a mentor. And you and I know, Rob, that when you grow up, as I said, in marginalised, underserved communities, it's really important that you have mentors and people that believe in you. And the only reason why I've achieved what I've achieved is because people like you, people, you know, amazing people like Mary Keane Dawson, Ellie Edward Scott, June Sarpong, Kanye King, my list of women, I've got a few men, you Rob, that support me and have helped me and believed in me and said, Lisa, what you're doing is great, you know, let's help make it happen. And as I said, you know, my background, I grew up really massive, you know, extreme poverty.
I've seen the pictures.
We didn't have anything. We didn't have food in the fridge. We didn't have food in the cupboards. We were in a really bad position. My mum had mental health issues, and I didn't have an adult to lean on, or just to, you know, or even work experience. I was talking about work experience the other day. My work experience was at a nursery. I just about like my own children. I don't know why you'd give me a nursery and trust me with other kids. But it's just about that. It's about supplying experiences, getting job opportunities, doing things like this that our young people would never experience.
Yeah.
You know, we've had to get permission of all the schools, but it's been brilliant. And yeah, this is just a great opportunity for them to learn.
Well, you know me, we completely support what you're doing.
You do,
and understand. And I think the part what I find really interesting is the way you're tackling this, which is like building the confidence of the base for the kids.
Yeah.
And you're right? When you grow up in what I would say an underprivileged area, you don't have the mentor or, you know, there was no people I grew up that works in media.
There's no one really with a job, is there?
Barely anyone went to university. So you're like, the bar is quite low, and they don't have the support or commitment from generally people.
You don't have an uncle you can tap and go, could you give me a work experience job? My daughter, I've got her 3 different positions of work experience. One's with a VC, one's with artificial intelligence, and one's with ad tech. I mean,
exactly.
You know, she's spoiled for choice. So I want to give these opportunities like you do to our young people.
Well, that's the thing. I think the media industry is crying out for new blood, right?
Yeah.
We're an industry that is massively under-resourced.
Totally.
So how can the industry and media support you? Like, what can they do?
Well, also, it's how we support the industry. Okay, so it's the talent that we are losing to, you know, the streets is really bad. And when you look at the sports industries and the music industries, they actually have scouts. They have people that go out and source people.
Yeah.
We don't have that in our industry.
Why do you think we don't have scouts?
Oh, I think we're such a fresh new industry as well, and I think you know, there's a lot of there's that senior level, and I suppose it moved at such a fast pace that nobody's really sat and thought about it.
Yeah.
And I think the music industry, the sports industry is so well developed, and so, you know, they're old, you know, traditional spaces. This is a fresh new space,
Yeah.
and it's just brands like us, organisations like us shouting loud. But what's really sad is we're losing the Marcus Rashfords, we're losing the Stormses, you know, to the street. We can be getting those people into our industry, and they're people that think different. And we all know it's been proven that your profitability goes up, your innovation goes up 20%. I mean, the business arguments are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like, diversity is a must to make your
100%.
organisation work, and just for people that think different. And it's really important that, you know, our industry starts stepping up, and, you know, let's stop talking, let's stop ticking boxes,
Start doing.
Let's start jumping, singing and dancing the talk.
Less of the talking, more of the action.
Exactly.
That was our breakfast debate, right? And I completely, wholeheartedly support you in that, because I think we do. It's a bit like people talk a big game, but then have to now step up and start helping. So what can they do to support your kids and you and Digilearning? What can people at MadFest do to change this?
Right, what can we do? Well, we can get mentors as well, so we need mentors for our 6-month programme, and also this year we're looking at doing more boot camp style, so we're working with the Metropolitan Police and a few housing associations to really reach some people. We need masterclasses as well. We want our kids to understand what skills they need to develop. The schools don't provide those skills.
No.
The schools are completely lost when it comes to digital, and you and I know we've thrived in this industry, and these young people can thrive as well. I mean,
100%.
you know, we're at the top of our game. We're smashing it.
We can do it. They can do it.
They can do it. We need money as well to be able to spread further, to be able to support the young people, because obviously they do need a little bit more supporting. So if somebody has any mental health issues, we have counsellors. You know, to get the kids here today, we've paid them all a day rate because we're very passionate about our kids getting paid. There's something about the industry not paying people for work experience. Well, when you're from an underserved community, £10 to a household, that pays £5 on your electric key. Yes, they use a key and they get charged more for that. And for your food, like that's a meal.
Yeah.
So we've really got to understand, when you are living in those circumstances, that you do need help. So, you know, you can buy a travel ticket for them in advance. I know you say you're going to pay expenses, but even that, they haven't got £100 what for the week.
They have the money to upfront it, right? So I think you have to support them
You do have to
financially.
support them, and sometimes they do need a little bit more nurturing. So, you know, we support them, but we also ask organisations to think a little bit, dig a little bit deeper, because once you've got them settled, they start flourishing, they start absolutely shining, but they do maybe need some more support. In terms of mentors within the organisations, I would say.
And that saying, which I always sticks with me, that you say, if you can't see it...
Yeah, you can't be it.
Exactly.
You can't, and it's so true. And, you know, it was only people believing in me and giving me opportunities that I see, and I'm like, well, if they think that I can do it, of course I can do it. It's like you believing in me, or, you know, supporting the charity. That has helped us.
No, I believe in you guys, I believe in everything.
Yeah, you know, because you've been in that position, so you know opportunities are massive, experiences are massive. So we need experiences as well. So coming to places like MadFest, obviously we want to do Cannes Lions next year and take some young people out there, delivering on live briefs. We want to do like a, you know, little stunts, watch us shake up the industry maybe. We'll see. And obviously we need, as I said, financial support. So it's mentors, masterclasses, financial support, and experiences and jobs.
Then one last question. What's the main goal for you? Like, what would the dream be for you if you look back in, say, 3 or 4 years and you go, here, what would it be?
The main goal would be, you know, our target is by the end of 2025 to have 1 million young people all over the world using our digital platform. So we are creating some more digital accredited series of education that we'll be able to do. But I just want young people to succeed. I want industry to wake up and realising they're losing some of the biggest talent in the world to the streets. You know, I know young people that grew up and ended up in prison, and they were very smart individuals. If they'd just been harnessed, mentored and guided, they would have been in a much better place. But
we owe it to them, because I always have a saying similar, which is like, if you're in the elevator going up, you've got to make sure it's full, right? Bringing people with you, not leaving them behind in the floor. So that's our responsibility, I think, as as the media industry. Thank you, Lisa.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Thanks, Rob.